Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today we are talking about fragrances that you probably should wear or could wear to the Thanksgiving cookout. So if you're interested in my thoughts, please keep watching. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you've decided to come back, big up your whole self. Truly appreciate your consistent support of my channel. As always, before we get into the fragrances den, let's talk about my scent of the day. So today I decided to pull for this one here, and this is Cosmic Cloud from the house of Louis Vuitton. So this one is part of their Extrait line. This is a fragrance that if you've looked at my shorts, and I think I've mentioned it before, in maybe videos, that I find this fragrance to be so underrated because nobody talks about it, and it is one of the fragrances that I absolutely love. So this one is more of like a kind of like musky kind of vibe. So it opens with some musk, and I think there's some kind of fruity stuff in there. Yep, there's musk, blackcurrant, bergamot, and patchouli. On my skin, the patchouli is non-existent. What I get is just like this really like musky with I think some sweetness from the blackcurrant. Again, the patchouli, non-existent on my skin. And this for me is a fragrance that I can wear in a lot of situations. More so like in a professional situation, I wear this to work a lot because again, it's really a musky fragrance, so it's non-offensive. And yeah, it gives me about 7 hours on the skin with a moderate wear. And yeah, I enjoy it. Y'all, get your nose on it. When you go to Louis Vuitton to smell, what is it called? The new one, the Phantasmagorie. Get your nose on Cosmic Cloud. Let me know what you think. So yes, today my scent of the day is this one right here, and this is Cosmic Cloud from the house of Louis Vuitton. Okay, so the first fragrance on my list is this one right here, and this is called Black Gold, and I can't say the house. It's Xyrcle. That is the name of the house. This is a new house. This is a new fragrance. This was launched in 2025. And the way I came across this fragrance, so the gentleman that launched this fragrance, launched this brand, I have had some, interactions with him from Facebook because he would sell like a lot of decants and stuff, and I've bought from him in the past. So he created this fragrance, and it is called Black Gold. The notes in this fragrance, we have notes of orange, grapefruit, and lemon in the opening, then peach, amber, and orris in the mid, and then the base we have sandalwood, vanilla, and tonka bean. Now, according to the website, and I will read, where sunlight meets velvet, Black Gold is a symphony of radiance and depth with a velvety soul. I like that. And I think that that's a good representation of this fragrance. So I'm going to tell you right now, this thing performs like no other. It is a fragrance that's, gosh, it projects like right out the gate. So in the opening, the citruses, it's 3 different types of citruses, and it opens with a blast. So it's, you know, very refreshing, etc. in the opening. Then you get into the amber. There's a lot of amber in this fragrance. So if you are averse to anything ambery, this is not your person. Okay? But then in the base, it dries down to this very creamy, sweet citrus, but not a citrusy gourmand like Devotion or Unknown Pleasures or even Bake. It's not like that. It's different. It has a little bit more depth. So whereas those fragrances, yeah, they're probably gonna push through some weather that's like, you know, 40, 50 degrees. This one, it's so deep and dark that it is gonna push through like 10, 20, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Like I said, it projects like crazy. And it gives me about 7 hours on the skin. I am thoroughly impressed with this fragrance. For this to be his first fragrance, like, you know, an indie brand, definitely loving on it. So if you haven't gotten your nose on this or you never even heard of it, the link will be in the description so you can check it out. Like I said, this is Black Gold from Xyrcle. Maybe I'll learn to say it eventually. All right, y'all. So the next fragrance on the list is one of the usual suspects. And this is a lot of people's official Thanksgiving fragrance. And this is Angel Share from the house of Killian. So I haven't gotten my nose on Angel Share on the Rocks nor Angel Share Paradise. So yeah, I'm recommending a good old-fashioned Angel Share, the regular Angel Share. So, Angel Share came to us in the year 2020, and this bottle is a 50 ml, and it retails for $275. The notes in this fragrance, we have notes of cognac in the opening. Then we have cinnamon, tonka bean, oak, and hedione in the midst. And in the base, we have vanilla, praline, sandalwood, and candied almond. We know that this is a fragrance because of the way it smells, because of the vibe it gives. It has been named the Thanksgiving fragrance, like the quintessential Thanksgiving fragrance. So if you haven't gotten your nose on this, where have you been? This is more so, to me, on my skin, it comes off as like a boozy kind of, and there's no apple in here, but I think it might be in my head, but it's like a boozy kind of apple pie vibe. You know, there's a level of sweetness, but it's not an overly sweet fragrance. So, and then the spices in here, or it just gives a vibe of like Thanksgiving spices. So that's how Angel Share became the official Thanksgiving fragrance, kind of, sort of. But this is one that gives me about 6 hours on my skin. It's a moderate wear, so you get moderate projection, moderate sillage. And I just absolutely enjoy this fragrance. Now, to me, it's right down the middle. I can wear it, a guy can wear it, but yeah, it's definitely a fragrance that has been tried and true for all the Thanksgiving years. But I'm here to tell you, a new one has taken over, and it's on the list. So this is Angel Share from the house of Killian. Next up on the list, we have something that is quite affordable, and this is Kamra, but this is Kamra Dukan. Listen, they are not missing with the Kamra flankers. I am in love with this one, just the same way I'm in love with the others. So KHAMRAH Dukan, this fragrance came to us this year in 2025, and it retails for about $31. It depends. I've seen it for 30 something. I've seen it for 40 something, but just know it's affordable. It's under $100, and that matters in this economy. The notes in this fragrance, we have notes of spices, pimento, and mandarin in the opening. In the mid, we have incense, labdanum, orange blossom, and patchouli. In the base, we have praline, tobacco, amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. So there are a lot of notes in this fragrance. All in all, this fragrance makes you smell like a sexy dream, literally. So let's see, I'm gonna spray it on the tester. I love this. I mean, it's so sexy, like it's spicy. It's like deep, it's resinous. There is like a hint of sweetness in here, but this is like the quintessential like fall fragrance, in my opinion. It just comes all together with the spices and everything else, like the resins, like the labdanum. Yeah, this is gorgeous. It performs like all the other KHAMRAHs, meaning it lasts a very long time. This gives you 10 plus hours. Well, it gives me 10 plus hours on the skin. And the projection and the sillage way above moderate. So if you want to be noticed and seen on a budget, try KHAMRAH Dukan or any one of the KHAMRAHs. Like any one of them could fit into this video today. But this one, I think this one's my favorite. I think I said that before about the KHAMRAH Qua. But yeah, no. This one's my favorite. Maybe till they come up with a different flanker. But for now, comes highly recommended. Highly recommended for Thanksgiving or any other occasion that happens in the fall. Get your nose on it if you haven't already. And like I said, the price is right, okay? This is KHAMRAH Dukan from the house of Lattafa. I don't think I said the house in the beginning, but here it is now. Okay, next up we have this fragrance from the house of Marc Jacobs, and this is Perfect Intense. Y'all, I think this is this is the only Perfect left in my collection. This is the one that I love. I do want, not the latest release, I think the one prior to that. Is that one the Elixir? I'm not sure, but I smelled it in store and I was like, yep, needs to come home to mama. So Perfect Intense came to us in the year 2021. It retails for $173, but we know we can get it for a lot less. The notes in this fragrance, we have notes of Narcissus, Night Blooming Jasmine in the opening, and then in the mid we have almond. In the base, we have sandalwood. So what does that translate to? It translates to a really creamy, a nutty, sweet, decadent fragrance. This is a fragrance, in my opinion, that you should not wear in warmer weather. No, it's perfect for the cooler weather. Ah, this is so good. But if you do not like nutty fragrances, I would say tread lightly, because this fragrance on my skin the nuttiness of that almond comes out like crazy. And that's one of the things I actually enjoy about the fragrance, the nuttiness that it brings. Gosh, it's good. It's so good. It doesn't even smell, in my opinion, like a designer fragrance. It's different. It's different than what the designers have brought us in the past. But this is one that I absolutely love. This is Perfect Intense from the house of Marc Jacobs. Now, I didn't talk about performance. Gives me about 7 hours on the skin, but it is a moderate wear. You will leave a sillage, but it's not beast mode or anything like that. It's more so moderate. So yeah, get your nose on it if you haven't already. Comes highly recommended for Thanksgiving for the cookout. Okay? Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. Okay, y'all. So remember when I said there's a fragrance that has taken over from Angel Share? In my world, this is it. This is it. This is Forbidden Apple. Is it KHAMRAH? From the house of Chris Collins. I spoke about this fragrance already in another video, and I am going to say that I am just absolutely enamored with this fragrance. Now, let's talk about the stats. So this fragrance came to us this year. It was a 2025 launch. It retails for $175. You can find it at Sephora or the house of what is it called? Chris Collins World. Yes, you could find it there online. Now, the notes of this fragrance, we have notes of, it opens with apple, red apple, pink pepper, brown sugar, and strawberry. In the mid, we have cinnamon, white rum, what is that? Fenugreek, pomegranate, and in the base, we have Haitian vetiver, vanilla absolute, and fir. I mean, the notes, are the notes, but y'all. And the fact that it says KHAMRAH, which means bite me, ooh, yeah. This is a very sexy fragrance to me. Now, I've heard people say they don't find it sexy, they just find it or whatever. Well, I am not those people. I am one of the people that is like, what did you put in this bottle? So how does the fragrance smell? So it opens with that really bright apple note. The apple note, on my skin, it lasts maybe about a few minutes, but then, it moves into like deeper, darker territory on my skin. It dries down to something, I would say, just a little bit woody, a little bit sensual, with the spices in between. So, you got the cinnamon, so that adds that spicy kind of vibe to it. But I know that there are a lot of people that don't like cinnamon in fragrances. So I would say that this is not overly, it's not a cinnamon bomb, but I feel like the cinnamon is in there playing a very background role. But I don't know what else to say about this fragrance besides the fact that you need to get your nose on it ASAP. A lot of Sephora's carry it, so if you're in store, go smell it. And the sale, well, by the time this video drops, the sale will be done, but y'all know the sale's coming up. This fragrance smells so good on me. I want a big fat bottle. This is not gonna fly because I am treading lightly, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is going to be my scent of the day for Thanksgiving. Whether I layer it with something or whatever, but it's gonna be on my skin on that day, and I will be enjoying it along with the other people that are around me, because I know I'm gonna be smelling good, very good. Okay? So again, if you haven't got your nose on this fragrance, get your nose on it. Right now, it gives me about 5 to 6 hours on the skin, and it is a moderate wear. I enjoy this fragrance so much, I'm ready for a backup bottle. As a matter of fact, a backup bottle is on my Christmas list. So hey, get with it, y'all. Get with it. So this is Forbidden Apple Croque Moi, which means bite me, from the house of Chris Collins. Now, if you don't want to get bitten like an apple pie on Thanksgiving, then don't wear it. But maybe I have some intentions. Okay? Forbidden Apple. Get your nose on it. Okay, y'all. Next fragrance on my list. So what I noticed is that most of the fragrances that I am talking about today, yeah, maybe for the exception of one, they're unisex. And this fragrance is no different. This is a Naxos from the house of Xerjoff. Love me some Naxos. I like Naxos on me. I like Naxos on him. I am a Naxos stan. So Naxos came to us in the year 2015. Retails for $250 for the 100 ml. Not bad for Xerjoff, right? In terms of notes, we have, it opens with a lavender, bergamot, and lemon. In the middle, we have honey, cinnamon, cashmere, and jasmine sandalwood. In the base, we have tobacco, vanilla, and some tonka bean. What does this, all those notes, what does the fragrance smell like? It smells like again, it's sexy to me. A lot of unisex fragrances that I wear, it's because they make me feel sexy. Just so you know. Naxos makes me feel sexy. There is this like smoky yet sweet vibe about this fragrance that I thoroughly enjoy. There is like what is the word I'm looking for? Like the herbal kind of vibe that you get from that lavender. It's very pretty in the opening. To me, it doesn't go into the really masculine lavender territory. It stays like mild enough where I'm like, yeah, I can get with this and I can rock this. But then when the honey comes in and the tobacco, game over. Game all the way over, because then now I'm thinking like I'm a Jessica Rabbit taking over the room. So yeah, that's what Naxos does for me. Gives me about 5 to 6 hours on the skin. The projection, the sillage, and it might be because it's been sitting in the collection for a minute, is better than moderate. It's kind of like teeter-tottering on beast mode territory right now on my skin. So I just tread lightly because I don't want to overspray this and then it becomes like this just all tobacco-y. Like, yeah, no. I like enough of it to make me feel sexy, but I don't overspray this fragrance at all because it will become a little bit overwhelming on me. So yeah, I love me some Naxos. Some women, they think that this is a little bit too masculine. So if you're someone that, you know, androgynous fragrances, you know, they don't sit well with you, you might want to sit this one out, my opinion, because it does go into that territory. But it's a fragrance that I absolutely enjoy. That, yeah, I could rock this on Thanksgiving Day and no problems at all. So this is Naxos from the house of Xerjoff. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have this one right here, which I feel like I've been talking about this fragrance non-stop since I got it, since the fall started. And this is Havana Gold from the house of Dries Van Noten. I love Havana Gold, okay? I love it so much. Again, we're into the sexy, unisex territory with this fragrance. So Havana Gold is a fragrance that was launched this year in 2025, retails for $376. In terms of notes, this is what we have. We have notes of licorice, star anise, and mandarin in the opening. In the mid, we have tobacco, cinnamon, and benzoin. In the base, we have leather, tonka, and a little bit of cypriol. Y'all already know, I'm not going to spend too much time on this fragrance. It is a really sexy tobacco fragrance that I thoroughly enjoy on my skin. Smells good on a man also. So fellas, you can tap all the way in to Havana Gold. And the bottle. Y'all, the bottle is absolutely stunning. I'm yet to meet a Dries Van Noten bottle that I do not like. Yeah. Havana Gold, like I said, talked about it so much already. It's given me about 6 hours on the skin currently, and it's a moderate wear. And what it smells like, gosh, it smells like a really, Havana Gold smells like a really well put together gentleman. But a lady can wear it also. It smells really good, y'all. Just tobacco and some kind of sweetness. I don't know where the sweetness is coming from. Probably the star anise, because that is it's a spice that can be polarizing. I enjoy it. I like it in drinks. I really like it in this fragrance. So it's probably getting some of the sweetness from there. But yeah, what comes out on my skin is something sweet, a lot of tobacco, which translates to a lot of sexiness. So if you have not got your nose on Havana Gold, get out there and get your nose on it. I don't know what retailers actually carry Dries Van Noten in store. You know, you can get it, of course, at Dries. You can get it at Nordstrom.com. You can get it at Neiman Marcus. But in terms of, I've never walked into a department store that actually had Dries Van Noten bottles, you know, for you to test. Mine, I've either had decants to test it or not. Like when I bought this one, I got it from Dries Van Noten in LA. So to get your nose on it, you might have to do a little bit of work, but comes highly recommended. Absolutely highly recommended. I can't stop talking about it because I absolutely love it. This is Havana Gold from the house of Dries Van Noten. Okay, y'all, I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video. Listen, this is me straight from work. I just came straight from work, right to work. I'm proud of myself anyways. This brings us to the end of the video, y'all. The video is done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some good options for that Thanksgiving cookout, like I like to call it. Yeah. And yeah, let us know in the comments what you plan on wearing for Thanksgiving. Let me see what y'all are wearing. What y'all wearing. And I want to know, are you cooking? Or are you going to have somebody else cook and you just go get a plate? That's probably my plan, you know, probably my plan. But anyways, like I always say, we can be anything in this world we want to be with hard work, dedication, and of course, perseverance. But on our way there, and even if we are there where we want to be, we need to smell like good people. We need to smell fabulous at all times. And y'all, don't be caught slipping going to that cookout on Thanksgiving, because if you're a fragrance girly, you gotta bring the heat. All right, bring the heat to the Thanksgiving dinner. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.